right, hello. Welcome back to Ash Wednesdays. I am here. Well, I'm Mike, aka Mikey Bells, Ash Wednesdays. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are doing something kind of cool. We are in the Bull City Cigar factory in Durham, North Carolina. 9th Street. It's blowing up. It's going crazy. It's going to be great. So, yeah, it's a small production, but it's all 100% made in-house. 100% made in-house. You know, I need a cigar. I feel like I need a cigar in this. Hey, got a cigar? I am in Bull City Cigar Factory, Durham, North Carolina, 9th Street, Durham. And so today we're going to show you how the cigar is made. All right. Let's do this.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jeff Amendola, Bull City Cigar Company, based out of Durham, North Carolina. Of course, you have seen me before on Ash Wednesdays with your host, Mikey Bells.
Hey.
But today I thought it was cool. We talked about actually showing what we do as a cigar company, as a local cigar company based out of Durham. The way we make cigars is traditional. Old world, old school, old style, all handmade, 100% original, our own blends. Our roller is a master roller from Dominican Republic, Santiago, with over 20 years experience. He has rolled for companies like Arturo Fuente. But we're going to show you, I can't show you everything that we're doing because that's the secret sauce. But we are a local cigar business right here on 9th Street, factory. We deal with local people, local crowd, smoke local. This is my dream. It started very small. It took us a while to figure out how and what to do. But we have come up with a boutique premium. Some of our tobacco here that we use is our filler. This is a Viso. Traditionally, we use a 3-leaf Dominican blend.
What is the Viso?
Viso is it's the part of the plant, first of all, that smells awesome. This is it's not a mild leaf, but it's also not a super strong. This is kind of the base. This is the standard we like for your everyday cigar because it's enough to give you power in a cigar, but it's also not gonna be overwhelming. This provides balance.
That's great.
This is premium leaf. We don't skimp. Everything is long filler, and we're creating premium boutique blends.
Meet Santiago. Santiago, you got yes. Santiago is a master roller. 25 years, is that right?
Yep.
25 years rolling cigars. Jeff, you want to talk about the process?
Yeah. What we're doing here is this is the capote, the binder leaf. He puts down on the cutting board first. It holds the filler leaf that I blend together. What he's doing here is called the bunching. ¿Cómo se dice en español bunch?
Molde.
So it's our blend. We have a ratio of tobacco. Each tobacco we use, which consists of the filler cigar. This cigar that he's making is going to be a 54 rain gauge by 7 inches long for a brand new cigar company, actually in Virginia, custom blend for them. This has to be very consistent.
It creates a nice ash, even burn. And when he's done with the bunch, it goes right in the mold, which will then be put into the press.
All right, hello. Here we are on the patio right now, enjoying this freshly rolled cigar from Bull City. And I love a lot of cigars. I smoke a lot of different varieties, a lot of different cigars, but I'm loving these because the tobacco, I see it, it's made. I see how it's made. I see, I see all the different variations, and so there's a story behind it. see the process, and so I really enjoy it. And the flavor is great. The tobacco is high quality. So anyway, here we are rolling a freshly rolled cigar.
Yeah.
Compliments of Jeff and Bull City Cigars.
Salud.
And we're going to talk now just about a freshly rolled cigar versus a cigar that's been aging, because some people have asked, well, you know, I've heard about an aging cigar in the process and it gets better, and so can you smoke a freshly rolled cigar? So, can you smoke a freshly rolled cigar? The answer is, what is the answer? Oh, by the way, with us is our good friend. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Chris. That's it.
The man.
It's Chris.
I'm Chris. I smoke a lot.
Smokes a lot of cigars.
I drink a lot. I smoke a lot. Party hard.
Word. All right. So how is the cigar? What are you smoking? Talk to me about it.
Yeah, this is, you know, you just saw us in the factory. Santiago's down there. Came up to the patio to enjoy these fresh, hand-rolled sticks.
In the cold.
In the cold.
It's a little bit chilly right now.
A little overcast. But this, we're moving towards our production now. We are revamping our tobacco. It's premium tobacco. We're experimenting with ring gauges, and this cigar is going to replace one of our currents. It's a Maduro Corojo premium Ligero filler. It's got body. It's full. Little pepper. I love it. It's a fresh stick, and it's tastes like a well-aged cigar.
Chris, the freshly rolled stick versus a cigar that has been sitting in the humidor for, say, 6 months, 12 months. Do they even stay that long in the humidor?
Yeah, it absolutely can, as long as you keep the humidity right. I will say that I was a little pessimistic about a fresh hand-rolled cigar, just based on others I've tried in the past. If the leaves are a little bit moist when you roll them, Jeff can tell you they have to be different stages of moisture depending on which tobacco is going where, and so they tend to burn kind of uneven, and you have to relight them oftentimes, especially when you're doing like an event, fresh roll event or something of that nature. But once it's really about drying out, I think, and
once the tobacco settles, it kind of. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because you've learned that process.
Yeah, well, right. Can you smoke a fresh handle? Yes, you can. Like Chris said, there will be times when that cigar is a little damp still, because we use water to make the leaves pliable and stretch out when they roll, so it can be worked well. But ideally, if you're going to smoke a fresh hand-rolled cigar, ideally, what we do is after we roll them, we bundle them up and we let them sit in a dry space for a couple hours. Full day would be ideal, overnight. Usually at that time, the leaves are dried out. It still has a good humidity at that point. To either put in a humidor and age it for another couple months a year, or to smoke right away. Yeah,
I would say, I've had, like Chris, I've had some bad experiences with some guys I've seen just rolling cigars right there, and right. I want to support them, but I will say this: make sure you are putting out a good product. Don't ruin it for these guys, because I will say, not that it's necessarily this way, but it's almost like fresh food versus frozen food. Cigars come in a box. They might be sitting. Who knows how long they've been sitting?
Or where?
I mean, the truck driver doesn't know what's sitting on his box necessarily, and so it might be sitting in. Who knows how long they've been sitting? They get cold, and once it gets cold, it's done. I mean, the climate,
temperature.
I didn't understand the climate until I was in the Dominican Republic. It's humid. I see it. The coffee's better. The beans are better. The rice is better. It's so good. The cigars off the charts.
The beer is better.
Presidente.
The
Presidente.
Oh, sorry. Second that. No.
Vive Presidente.
Vive Presidente.
I don't like the president.
This is about cigars. Cigars.
Refocus.
All right, refocus. Pull it back together. Regroup.
Talking
regroup.
about rice and beans over here.
Rice and beans and the president and people getting all political. God bless you.
Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think a typical incorrect assumption is that the longer the tobacco sits or ages, the better the cigar. And you see a lot of guys slapping 15-year labels on, etc. But depending on the leaf and where it's grown and what type and strain of the tobacco, they have a peak year, and sometimes that could be just right as soon as it's picked.
A 2-year, a 3-year, and it's just as good. So
right.
sometimes the aged tobacco, it's more or less for the nostalgic sense of.
And we were talking. I mean, the rollers, they're smoking all the time. They smoke it fresh right there.
They roll it up.
They roll it up. I mean, they don't buy. They're not going to go and buy.
No.
They just roll it right there. It's the quality of the tobacco as they get it.
Right.
It's fresh.
Right.
It's grown. It's perfect. It's harvested.
That's what we do here. Like we keep our room, the factory room. It's a little hotter than usual, but that's good for the climate of the raw tobacco to just kind of be in that climate. But when we come in the shop, sometimes we'll roll up a cigar right there. You know, you'll get one off the table from Santiago, and it's great. It's great.
Now, I will say this, not to hate against aging cigars, because sometimes
not at all.
It's conditioning it, it's sitting right, it's, you know, for other reasons, it's going to make a crappy cigar smokable.
It does add another dimension.
Yeah, and not so rotten.
It's like wine. You know, you age a bottle of wine. It just can get better in time.
I will say, you know, that these fresh road, I can almost taste the freshness.
I love that.
I really can, and I love it. I love it.
That's what we like. That's what we sell. That's one of our number ones is that it's so fresh.
It feels picked.
It's raw. It tastes like it's still earthy and.
Yeah,
I love it.
You get a lot of that, a lot of the earth tones.
Our stuff doesn't sit around for a long time.
Jeff, is it true to say that most of the time when you're blending a cigar, when you're kind of getting your blend right and you're adjusting and you're trying to get a certain taste, something you're going to put in full production, a lot of this tobacco is fresh. And so when you're blending it, it's like you get that fresh flavor that may not translate after it's been sitting for a period of time. Is that correct?
Right.
Or is that
No, you're right. I mean, when you initially test it, I mean that gives you the idea of how the structure and the flavor, the profile of the cigar.
Yeah.
You know.
So, guys, just to wrap it up a little bit. You can smoke a freshly rolled cigar. The quality of the tobacco matters 100%.
It can burn even.
It burns even, the construction, all that stuff. But the freshness, I mean, it makes a difference. So, if you see a guy rolling, go get that stick. You know, and if you get one bad stick, it doesn't mean all of them are bad. Because not all cigars are equal. So
handmade product.
You guys saw it. You saw the process. It is. I mean, Santiago makes it look so simple. With that bunching, it's almost like a recipe. I mean, it's
a craft.
It's a craft. I mean,
it's a ratio. It's a different ratio. Like I don't like to tell all our secrets, but it is a 3-leaf blend with a certain ratio of each leaf to get the right blend that we want.
You have different regions, and different regions you have different parts of the plant, different strengths, different shade grounds. Yeah, all different types. So there's so many different types of flavors out there.
You can get really creative with it.
So, thank you for watching. Comment below. Hashtag us.
Ash Wednesdays.
With an S.
Also, before we leave, tomorrow night we're going to be on this patio. It's going to be our first cigar social of the year.
Right.
Hope the weather's going to be a little bit better than today. I think it will. High 60s. A little sunny. But we're going to be out here rolling cigars. Bull City Street Food. Is it the food truck?
Yeah.
Is going to be here. They're doing a Cuban menu. Cubano. Comida Cubano. We got some reps coming in to do some pours, whiskey scotch. They'll complement the cigar. And ideally tomorrow we're going to be featuring some of the new blends that we're coming out with, and
Right.
the new beginning here. For Bull City
You'll probably
Cigar.
tweet that out. Facebook
Yeah.
page, right? Bull City Cigars.
Facebook will be on there.
Twitter, Instagram, Ash Wednesdays. What I am smoking now. It's right here. It's right here. It's below. Any last words?
No, thanks for tuning in.
Chris, thank you for
Great,
joining us.
great cigar right here.
Smoking, drinking.
That's Chris's
Partying.
new favorite cigar.
Stay
This
Ashy.
is
Hey,
actually my new favorite. This is the first one I've had, and I can tell you, this is gonna revolutionize Bull City Cigars.
stay Ashy, homies.
So,